Pretty sad state of affairs. Nothing on this bench has moved probably in the last couple months. That's because my business, it's normal. In the summer, I got no time to come out here. In the fall, winter time, we'll have plenty of time for some of the new ideas I have. So one idea is to get a whole new Ender 5 and pretty much do most of the same things to it, except for maybe not the direct extrusion, but the dual linear. I like the idea of just having one printer for printing, my softer filaments. So we'll probably keep this printer exactly the same and do a new one with a totally different case. So I want to do it more like the 5 Plus case where it has the bottom plate and then the cover locks into it. So we're going to try to do that here to make assembly easier. Also, we want to run a ribbon cable off the Raspberry board, which is over under here, and bring it out here and put this at an angle. And this is a Raspberry touch screen. So we want to shift this whole thing back and have that incorporated into this whole setup. So it'll just be one neat little compartment with this on the front. And maybe we're going to have to go with a black knob, or if we get the dual extrusion set up, we can do a black knob with some stripes in it or something. We could do, or rings, gold rings. I don't know. We'll probably start playing with that. That might be the first thing we print when we get this printer, which is currently down, waiting for the silent motherboard, which allows for dual extrusion. The regular motherboard that comes with this printer, the Plus, is missing the chip. So there is no, even it has everything else it needs to do dual extrusion. It just can't drive this connector. So you could technically do dual extrusion probably with some kind of switching system, but I'm not going to do that. We have this, and we have a TH 3D board we're going to throw in there. And now in their case, they have it so it sits out a couple inches. I have an idea of, since the hole is big enough in the back on both sides for the screen, we could set this way down in there, right, with a plastic ring and have a tapered space. And we could set this down as far as we need to. Probably going to have to drill a hole. We'll have to drill a hole. So because this thing is actually going to be set, and if you stand too straight up, you're not going to be able to see the top of the screen. You'll have to look at it back about a foot away, which is about a normal position. Because that's going to have to, I don't know. It could be that knob, we'll have to see where this can sit and where we can position it. But it could be that hole has to be drilled right here on this seam. And then we'll have to have a knob that'll have a long piece on it that'll go down and plug into the board, so you can still operate that. So that with the dual extrusion, and then we'll make this the dual extrusion printer. And that's the better look at the Raspberry case, which you probably could use it on a lot of other things other than a printer. Came out really good. So that's where we're at. Let me finish up this season and we'll get back to playing with this stuff. I guess I should get another Ender 5 printer on the way. And I have a set of high wind carriages. I just need some rails, and we can basically make this exact same printer again with the different cover. We'll have to see if we can still get these screwdriver sets or go with a different color scheme on it. Yeah, so we won't make it gold. You know what? I don't have a red and black printer anymore. And when this printer originally was black, black and red. That's why it still has the red linear connectors. It's going to be really neat when we get this hooked up as a dual extrusion printer. So because a lot of these plastic pieces we make when we do a color scheme printer, we can work the color scheme. So we can design these in a way where we can have a little bit of a color scheme in the actual parts that we print. So, all right, everybody. We'll be seeing more of each other. Just give me a month or so. Good luck.